All right, this is homework 3.10, and it's the questions that you guys asked about after we went over some of them in class today. So first we're looking at number 4. And I went ahead and have drawn a little diagram here. So it says to obtain the height of the Chrysler Building in New York, you measure its shadow and find that it's 87 feet. You also have a 4-foot stake and find a shadow of a 4-foot stake and find that it's 4 inches long. And so one of the things, though, you have to make sure is everything's in similar units. So you have to make sure that you convert your units. Sorry, I had an interruption. I had to pause the video. So as we're setting this up, we see that it's similar triangles. So it goes back to a postulate that you learned in geometry where you can look at the ratios of these. But I did have to make the units the same. So I took 4 inches and converted it to 1/3 foot. So I know the height, X, Chrysler Building, over 87 is the shadow. Has to be proportional to the height of the stake over the shadow, which means I get X over 87 equals 12, so X would be 1,044. So make sure you write your conclusion sentence or statement. The Chrysler Building is 1,044 feet. You might want to write, oops, you guys can't see it, tall. All right, moving on to look at number 5, so you guys can read number 5. And it's asking you how old is the daughter. So I'm going to let X be the daughter's age. Okay, then it says that the father right now is 4 times as old as his daughter. So I also need to know dad's age. Okay, so let me read that sentence again. A father is 4 times as old as his daughter. So dad's age will have to equal 4 times the daughter's age. The next statement says in 6 years. So here's what you got to think about. Dad will be 6 years older, and the daughter will also be 6 years older. He will be 3 times as old as she is. So I need to take her age and multiply it by 3. From here, I can use substitution. I'm going to substitute 4x in for y. So when I solve this, I get x equals 12. I get x equals 12. And really, that's all I was trying to find because x is the daughter's age. So you could write your conclusion statement. She is 12 years old. Okay, next we're looking at number 10, and I mentioned number 10 is actually super similar to number 9, meaning that they're both problems that involve percentages. So as we look at number 10, we're looking for milliliters of the 5% salt solution and milliliters of the 20% salt solution. And so as I read this problem, I see my goal. My goal is that at the end, I have 1 liter. So I know if I pour in X and I pour in Y, it should equal 1 liter. Now be careful, these are in terms of milliliters. So you're going to actually use 1,000. And then let's see what else I know. I know that 1 liter is 14% salt. So this first equation I wrote is about the total solution. The other total I know would be how much salt. So I know 14% of 1,000, that's how much salt is in the container. So where does that salt come from? Well, mixture X is 5% salt, and mixture Y is 20% salt. So now I have my 2 equations, and I'll leave you to make sure that you can solve those. So that's 4, 5, and 10. And if you have any other questions, let me know.